I think you can see me. I'm pretty sure. So with the baby. Yep, something like that should work alright. What is going on, everyone, if you're all tuning in? Am I live? Am I good? Is everything cool? The mic's on. That doesn't seem to be on. Ah, hey Sophia. How you doing? Hey Jane. Hey yo. All is great, thank you, Kieran. Good to see people on another one of these impromptu streams. You know how we do. This tends to happen quite a lot. What's my poison? Quite a few pints, logging, seeing a band, all that sort of thing. Which you will see later. Back actually. I know. What is that character I have as a top that you recognise? That's the purple tentacle from Purple Tentacle by LucasArts. I fancy him. Time for an e-cig? Maybe. Hey, Amory Rose, Nelson Painkiller. Lots of other people. What? I've obviously promised some Rocket League stuff, so, you know, let's play it. For some reason, I don't think the sound is working on the game. I don't know why. It is what it is. So I guess we'll have to play it silently on. You'll just have to enjoy me speaking. I have no idea why the sound is working. So you've just got my voice. Your wife is trying out a BBC Master. Oh shit, I'm in this space. Let's remember. Well, hey, stupid. Be stupid. It's really weird playing Rocket League without sound. I have no idea why the sound is not on the game. I might have to sort it out. It's weird not playing without sound. Oh, thanks, Disillusion Ray. I've actually been filming another vlog tonight, or today stroke tonight. Done some cool things around the area. Yeah, split will be good right about now here. Alas, I don't have one, so. I do not have drinks. It's not like I've been drinking a lot, have you? Scott Ingram would suck me off. For you. You can hear the sound and it's overpowering my voice. Why can't I? Ah, that's why, because I turned the volume on my speakers. Hang on a second. Actually, no, don't hold on a second. Oh, how did we miss that? The sound from the game is too loud. Right, I got it. Let's sort that out. That should be fine now. The reason I couldn't hear is because I'd actually turned my speakers down to nothing. I overcompensated. It should be fine now. Should be anyway. Let's have a look at the settings again. Setting. Down. Setting. There we go. Should be fine. And I can hear the sound again, lol. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Have to get the settings right. I have one setting where I'm capturing and another setting where I'm streaming. And I forgot to change it. So y'all can hear me. That's great. Truth. Hey, Shapy Fiend. How you doing? Whoa, that was close. Get that out. So how's everyone doing tonight? I hope you've had a cool Friday. Ooh, saved. Missed. Phoenix Nights was awesome, I agree. Peter K's Phoenix Nights. Whoa, no, that's right. Let's get on the offense, come on. Super Chat is indeed crazy, John Hunt. You know what's also crazy? Sponsorships. Basically, YouTube's trying to whip off Twitch any way they can. I mean, I have... You want to hear some politics and or identity politics? Why the fuck would you want to hear identity politics? It's literally the worst thing in the world. Identity politics are shit. I fucking hate identity politics. Oh, shot. Oh! Skit. Look at this touch. The most delicate of touches. Into the net. And we got it. We got the equalising goal. Well, yeah, Twitch is a good system, so yeah, fair play to YouTube for whipping it off. Hang on. No, never mind. Don't hang on for a second. How was my night? My night was great. I was down Old Lee and watching some stuff. I watched more Doojip because they were playing down Old Lee tonight, and I filmed a bit more. And just generally doing nice stuff. Which I have been filming. And which you will see later on. Because I'm quite enjoying doing the vlogging. Not that it's going to become a vlogging channel or anything. I mean, I've got a video coming on Monday. So, which will be good game stuff. Why do you want identity politics, Shapy Fiend? I don't believe in identity politics. Identity politics fucking suck. Identity politics are a way for cunts to separate everybody. Good, Grim. You getting from the pub? I'm streaming. I am your late night entertainment for the evening. Have I ever been down Peggy Sue's? I actually haven't. I was down the Smack tonight, but I've not been down Peggy Sue's. I'm sure I will at some point. Am I playing with stream? No, I'm just playing random games. I couldn't organise fucking that sort of shit. Ugh. Oh, nice. Someone cleared that. Thank you, Sophia. I do agree. I think the vlogging is good. I like doing the vlogging. Ah, thanks. You ain't seen me okay. Am I in Brighton or close by? I'm not in Brighton, no. Hey, another equaliser. I guess the PS4 and Smart TV is weird like that, Disillusioned Wayne. Good evening, B-Sod Badgers. Soul is good. So is Jack Daniels. Center that motherfucker. Ah. Yeah, I mean, I could do that, Raging Fox, but I mean, do you think there is a rape fantasy element to the character Wolverine? I've no fucking idea, Flash Clients. I don't know. Oh, God, you needed to get that up in the air. Hey, Jesus Cristiano. Rocket League is coming out for the Switch. Christ. Handheld Rocket League? Fuck. Jesus, yeah. The Smack is kind of expensive, I agree. Why? What's happened? Okay, I don't know what happened there, but everything's fine now. No, don't score. Fuck. It is expensive, that's for sure. I mean, I had a gin and tonic there, and it cost me over £5. It was like £5. What? Damn it, we lost. I've not seen Logan, Sophia. That's better. Have I had a good night, Ken Arthur? Yes, I've had a good night. And yeah, this is my go-to game after a few beers for some reason. I don't know why, but it just always seems to be the way. I just like playing it. Even when drunk. It's just fun. Fuck yeah, G&T. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm joining the game where I'm 5-0 down. Fuck that. I don't know about G&T. I had a G&T tonight. It was the first G&T I've had in years. It was like a Tanqueray and tonic. It cost me over £5, and it's like, I don't know, you can't really taste anything. That's how I feel about it. Like, it tastes of something, but it's like, yeah. It's a bit dull. I don't know why gin and tonic is so in. Did I pull? No, I didn't. I did not pull. My favourite gin? I don't know. Gordon's? I'm not really a gin person. I had one tonight, but I prefer cocktails and or pints, which was what I was drinking tonight, pretty much. Am I partial to a caramel chocolate digestive? That sounds pretty good. I could do with one of those right now. It tastes of juniper. Well, yeah, Jesus, yeah. I mean, I would expect that. Try Brockman's if you can, Kim. It's delish. They did have Brockman's in the pub that I was in. I didn't try it though. I just thought, hey, Tanqueray. But then I don't know. I mean, when I'm in like a place like Old Lee, where you go outside and you can see the sunset, it's kind of more of a pints night as opposed to a G&T night. Hey, on a retro tip, how you doing? You're staying clear of Glasgow. Fair enough. What's happening in Glasgow? Is Glasgow a bad place right now? I mean, well... I tell you what, guys, I can't wait to go to Manchester next month. Is Rocket League my favourite game of the moment? I wouldn't say it's my favourite game at the moment. It's just generally a game that I like to play. Especially after a night out. I don't know why that is, but it's just something I enjoy. Have I done a Day of the Tentacle playthrough? I haven't, no. Yola saying about Arcade Club in the chat, which I believe, because I was speaking to Retro Hunter today, and I know that he's going to be down the Arcade Club. That's in Bury, if I'm correctly. I'll probably make my way down there at some point, I'm sure. I'm looking to do a lot of stuff on my long weekend in Manchester. Yes, I am going to Player Expo on a retro tip. I'm literally gonna, like, tomorrow, I'm gonna, like, book my hotel and that. So yeah, that's coming next month. And February next year, I'll probably be doing the Play Expo again in Blackpool, in which I will hopefully be on a panel. And perhaps next June, Poland. What did I make of that judge giving Canelo the win by 10 rounds? She's a fucking idiot. But, I mean, if you follow boxing, you know that already. Fucking Adelaide Bird. I mean, God. It's amazing how someone can get boxing so on and be paid to do it. But, that's what that idiot does all the time. Like, she's been doing that shit for years. It's hardly like GGG versus Canelo is the first fucking time. Boxing's fucked up. Boxing loves to punch itself in the head. Like, boxing had so much visibility after Mayweather-McGregor. And then, I mean, you have so much visibility after that fight. Hey. Because it did so well on pay-per-view. Like, it couldn't have gone better, really. And then you get something like GGG versus Canelo, which is a good fight. And then you get a bullshit motherfucking decision. I mean, boxing is so corrupt. But, people like me who, follow the sport, we know that shit already. I mean, it ain't the first time for fucking Adelaide Bird, that's for damn sure. She basically makes fucked up decisions in every single motherfucking fight that she happens to judge. It's all bullshit. It's a load of nepotistic motherfucking bullshit. Why are no investigations launched? Because everyone's fucking in on this shit. They're all in on this motherfucker. Boxing's fucked. Blackpool equals shithole just like Birmingham. Yeah, well, I'm interested to see it. Apparently there is some cool stuff in Blackpool. And hey, I could go on a BG Media tour. I could see if I can spot like Little T, Sofaspin and Afghan Dan. I could do that round there. That'd be good. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Justice is served. Justice is always served. Bitch, I'm fine. I'm fine. I like to go out and enjoy myself, Pablo. You know, that's what I do. Oh, that's cool on a retro tip. I will have to see about that. Oh, hey, Smooth MJ. Sorry for not noticing you. Hope you're having a good night. The reason why I'm doing this is because I like to interact with you all. I like to say hi. I didn't used to so much, but now I do. Like before, it used to be like, I don't really want to stream, you know, shit might happen. And now I'm like, hey, let's stream, let's do this. The orange chippy on the prom does a steak and kidney pudding and chips for £3. That sounds lovely. Unfortunately, I'm allergic to kidneys, so I don't really do it. Large fish and chips for £5 sounds good. Ah, thanks, Smooth MJ. I'm really glad that people enjoyed, it wasn't a popular video, but I'm really glad that people enjoyed that vlog. I mean, I'm kind of doing vlogs, as a preparation for, the Play Expo, because I want to get the best out of that. So, that's kind of the reason why I've kind of started doing vlogs, because I want to get used to that shit. So, but it's going really well. I'm glad that people enjoy, seeing that sort of shit, because it's something that's really nice to do. I mean, one person said to me, who has been in the chat actually, that, from a perspective of being a tranny, that was something that they really enjoyed seeing, just seeing, a trans woman just out and about hanging out. Because, I mean, you know what most, trans people who are visible on YouTube are like? They just go on about social justice kind of shit. Whether it's people like Riley Dennis or whatever, who, go on about, oh my god, if you don't fuck me, you're a bigot. Left-wing violence is fine, right-wing violence is shit. All that sort of fucking shit that they go on about, whatever, this week. And, I was really happy that someone said to me, it's nice to just see someone who's trans having fun. And just, being out, being with their friends, having a laugh. And, I appreciate that, because that's something that I like to do with my videos. I mean, the trans perspective on my videos, I mean, kind of going off the tangent, is I am someone who happens to be trans, and I have fun, and I do my own shit. I ain't part of a community. I ain't part of some community where we, just talk about how victimised we are. I ain't fucking victimised. Lol, Sophia. Thank you very much. Love you. Love you, my girl. You are very cool. Exactly, Gary. You're exactly right. I mean, I've been utterly disillusioned as far as the left goes. The way shit's going with them recently. Too many stupid motherfuckers there. A tranny flashed you at pool, Jesus. Hope they got a bit of money out of it. So yeah, I have been filming another vlog tonight. Doing some more game hunting. and some more relaxing, some more eating as well, and some more band filming. Ah, thanks, Grim. Hey, game show garbage. What's my view on the label cisgender? I don't really care much about it one way or the other. I mean, cis is a scientific term. Like, I won't deny that. Cis is a scientific term, and it has been for years. So, you know, there's that. But, you know, how many people use it as a scientific term, or are they just using it in like a derogatory identity politics, separate everyone from everyone else kind of way? I don't know, it's weird. It's one of those complex things. Because, you know, people use it differently. I mean, I'm not a person who tends to use cis much myself. But then I don't even really tend to use trans that much myself. I don't really consider anarchists the extreme left, Kieran. I mean, not as far as it goes to my definition of anarchy. I mean, the far left, as I see a lot of it at the moment, is almost as authoritarian as the right. Jesus, yeah, cis kind of means, like, cis is the opposite of trans in many ways. Like, cis means that you identify as the gender that you were assigned. And I mean, assigned is another whole can of worms. Like, people like to use assigned gender, like doctors assigned my gender, almost as if it's like a form of assault. I've seen that shit online. I mean, my definition of anarchy, and I argued about this on Twitter a week back, is that anarchy is a peaceful thing. I mean, that was my upbringing, like Penny Wimborne and Crass, who kind of see the extremist side of things as two sides of the same coin. It's just your beliefs are different, but you still believe that violence is the way to go about it. Exactly, Craig. I mean, people like some of like the popular trans people on YouTube think that they represent every trans person. They do not fucking represent me. Whether it's people like Riley Dennis or Cat Black or whatever, they don't fucking represent me, not in the slightest. I mean, a lot of the trans community is just concerned with doing videos about being trans instead of doing videos that, or doing stuff that interests me, or interests me? What the fuck? I'm too drunk. Interests them. Like the actual interests. I mean, trans people can be all kinds of people. Like, trans people can be beautiful people. Trans people can be fucking assholes. Trans people can be any kind of motherfucker. Trans people are people. Like anyone else. We're human. Like, no trans person represents the whole trans motherfucking thing. I mean, a lot of motherfuckers like to think, oh god, we're so victimised. You're only as victimised as you want yourself to be. I mean, obviously, you know, there are different situations that can change that, but it's how you deal with those situations. You know, follow your own. If some motherfucker's giving you shit for being trans, fuck that motherfucker. You know, you can find ways to deal with that shit. There's a lot of fucking shades of grey in this world, and motherfuckers on the far left, the alt-right, the antifa, the far right, want to destroy these shades of grey. Exactly, Sophia. Some trans people can be fucking cunts. As George Carlin said, and as I said in my video, the thing that unites every, the thing that unites man and woman is the arsehole. We both have them. I thank you, Flash. That's true, game show. That's very true. If someone's not harming you, don't punish them. If someone's harming other people, it's fair game. If you put your shit out there for the world to see, it's fair game. Expect people to disagree with you. If you think that people shouldn't disagree with you, then you ain't in the right business. Preach, Sophia. Preach, preach. Vain motherfucker. Trying to decide whether to start playing medieval or Tombi. Go for medieval. It's a lot less well liked. Do something on medieval. People don't remember that game these days. Thanks for your revelation, Flesh Kleins. I'm glad you like to fuck assholes. Fuck assholes. Fuck vaginas. Fuck penises. Fuck ears. Whatever. As long as it's consenting, I don't give a fuck. Exactly, Gary. Exactly. The sanctimonious shit winds me up to a fucking turn. It really does. I mean, the left. The left has disillusioned me. I'll be back in a minute. I just need to go for a wee. Hey, everyone's getting into the chat's getting kinky. Everyone likes getting their asshole fucked. Back in a minute. Hello, Nick Infante. Sweet. Good show, game show. Let's play some more Rocket League. Someone asked if I'm red-pilled not too long back. I don't know about red-pilled. More open to more opinions. I mean, I used to identify so much with the far left when, I don't know, my ideas of what the far left is don't correspond with what the far left do. Not these days. And it's sad. Yeah, yes. Okay. Have I seen the film The Red Pill? I've not. What do I think of Uber losing their licence in London? Good. Great. I hate Uber. I think Uber's taking business from the fucking black cabs that have been around for years and know their shit Like, it used to be that to, you know, be a taxi driver, especially in London, that, you know, you had to train. You had to learn the knowledge. You had to learn how to get the fuck around. So, you know, I really don't give a shit about Uber losing their licence in London. I really don't. I'd rather a black cab. I've never ordered an Uber in my life, and that's probably not going to change. Ah. Some of my favourite films. Oh, you have asked a mouthful. My favourite films, Once Upon a Time in the West, is what I normally say is my favourite film of all time. The Seventh Seal, a lot of stuff by Ingmar Bergman, actually. I'm kind of a world cinema sort of motherfucker. The original Vanishing, Before Sunrise, Annie Hall. I have a lot. I don't watch films much these days, but I do have quite a few. The Shining by Kubrick. There's a load. I mean, one thing that people like to talk so much shit. I mean, the sort of circles that I've hung around in months. It's like you almost to be getting out of those circles is like leaving a church. Because the way that a lot of people think on Twitter and on other forums is like everyone who doesn't agree with you is kind of on the same brush. Like, as far as YouTube goes, like, I have literally seen people, like, as far as, like, anti-SJW channels goes, for lack of a better word, for lack of a better term, I've seen people pair someone like the Armoured Skeptic, who is pretty damn centre-left, with the Golden One, who is a white nationalist. It's like, and I look at that and I see people like pairing those two together, and I think, have you even watched any videos by these motherfuckers? Have you actually watched them? Because I know what it's like, you know. You are told in many ways, oh my god, you shouldn't watch these people. And I think a lot of people do buy into that in this, like, identity politics day and age. God. It's just like, fucking hell. Apocalypse Now, I love Apocalypse Now. Another one of my favourite films. It's probably my favourite Vietnam film next to The Deer Hunter. I do like The Deer Hunter a lot. Even though it is way too long. I mean, Deer Hunter is way too fucking long, but I do love that film. I love Christopher Walken in it. And Jake LaMotta dying this week kind of reminded me of Raging Bull, which is another one of my favourite movies. That's my favourite Martin Scorsese. That is a film. After Raging Bull and Rocky, I was kind of destined to love boxing forever. What about the best game of a film? It depends. It depends on how direct a licensed game adaptation you're thinking of. I mean, as far as like direct adaptations go, I really like The Godfather on the PS2. But then, you know, you get loose adaptations, things like TIE Fighter. Which is amazing. It's a difficult one to answer. I mean, as far as direct adaptations go, I would have to go with The Godfather, PS2, which I really want to do another video on, because it's such a good game. Guys like Sargon are far right, don't let him fool you with that I'm a liberal BS line. I've never seen a Sargon video. I have not seen Sargon. I mean, people who I like to watch, you know, just to give you an idea, I like to watch Armoured Skeptic, Shoe on Head, Blair White, Ferrin Meyer, Andy Warski, pretty much all people who generally identify themselves as centre and like some are centre left, some are centre right, and like in watching the videos that they do, I believe that generally. Fucking hell, 5-0. I fucking love Goodfellas. I absolutely adore Goodfellas and Taxi Driver and King of Comedy. I've not seen After Hours, I have to say. I mean, those are all amazing movies. I mean, Martin Scorsese is probably my favourite director. But if I had to pick one film, like one desert island film for each, for Martin Scorsese, it would have to be Raging Bull. I mean, Raging Bull is just, it's something else. Did I complete Godfather? Yeah, I did. I got Don of NYC on Godfather. I've played and completed that multiple times. I fucking love that game. It is, to me, like, the Godfather on the PS2 is the best sandbox game ever that's not Grand Theft Auto. It's, I love it. Everything about it is great. Really, Manio? Hey, you know, if I play this small when I'm drunk, I'll get people, like, offer me, like, Rocket League codes. As I pointed out on YouTube. Oh, Casino, Soily Sound. Casino is a fucking great movie. I love Casino. I don't think any of you all have mentioned Mean Streets either, which is another great movie. Alice Don't Live Here Anymore, another great movie. I love Martin Scorsese. None of you have mentioned The Departed either. I love that movie too. I basically love a lot of things that Martin Scorsese has done. You were against a tight limit to drive somewhere and could never manage it. I'm trying to think of what that would be. Might be the baptism. That's hard. Best head in a vice seen in any film. Now listen, I got your head in a fucking vice. Charlie M! You made me poke your fucking eye out for Charlie M! You piece of shit! Yeah, no, obviously, yeah, we've talked about that, Sophia. I mean, I don't necessarily mind the cis-normative stuff. I mean, the only thing with Blair is that, you know, she can resort too much to, like, personally attacking people when she's a lot smarter than that. I mean, I'm kind of hoping that's something that changes. Hey, Brazil. It's not Brazil on my side, but it is Brazil. 4chan is watching. Hey, 4chan. How you doing? I mean, yeah, I mean, game show, yeah, I mean, there's stuff that they talk about that's infuriating, but I don't know, for me in a good way. I guess. Like, I mean, say what you will about Blair White, but, you know, at least she speaks up about things like fucking paedophiles on YouTube. Like, shit like that. Which, you know, I can respect. Some fag. God damn it. Pesci, De Niro and Scorsese are reuniting for a new film. I know that's been a rumour for years. I do hope it actually happens. Ah, thanks, John Pablo. The GTA videos are something I'm very proud of. That was as far as like my part videos go, that and Peter Molyneux are probably the two that I'm most happy with. I loved doing the GTA vids. Kim doing Pesci for the win. Yeah, Once Upon a Time in America is long. I have watched it like once. It is a great film, but it is a long film. Are we doing a long stream tonight? We'll see how it goes. What was I drinking tonight? Mostly pints, mostly an oldie. I'm not drinking like now, but have I heard if he's watched them yet? I don't think he has. Try Hard Raid. What are y'all doing? What is this? People are raiding? Mr. Sarcastic, Chad Elkins, Geki Gabba? Tryhard is going to raid you? The only Tryhard I know is the avatar of, or the smiley of Trihex on Twitch. That's the only Tryhard I know. Sophia, Once Upon a Time in the West is one of my favourite movies of all time. In fact, it's usually my pick for favourite movie of all time. How about a Domark story? Could be interesting, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how much like special is about Domark. I'm currently working on Bitmap Brothers, by the way. How about John Carpenter films? John Carpenter films, my favourite John Carpenter film is probably Assault on Precinct 13, the original one. Hey, I welcome a raid. I utterly welcome raiding. Go ahead. And I mean, if you're raiding right now, you know, consider a subscription. I like subscriptions. You know, do it. Subscribe, you motherfucker. Do I own a CRT? No, I don't. I used to, but I don't now. I love raids on a retro tip. I welcome raids. Raids are great. Yeah, I'm hoping to get Bitmap Brothers out about 2 weeks from now. I have a video that I'm working on for Monday, which is about Super Meat Boy and the Binding of Isaac. That's Monday's vid. But yeah, hopefully Bitmap Brothers will be coming after that. Why smoke? Because I'm addicted. Someone asked what happened to the vape. The vape is still here. I'm going to do like Stoptober, probably. All these mothballs in the chat. Hello, boy. She's human. The Bitmap Brothers, Nick Infante, they were like... Bitmap Brothers did Speedball 1 and 2, the Chaos Engine, Gods, all that sort of thing. Kind of Rockstar developers. famously took a picture of themselves outside a helicopter. Outside Robert Maxwell's helicopter, no less. Hey, thanks, someone useful. Sub to the channel if you like retro gaming documentaries about old dead companies. If you like the ZX Spectrum, the Amiga, you might like my shit. Why no Sonic Mania live stream? Reason why I have not streamed Sonic Mania is because I have it on PS4. And the only thing with PS4 is because I only have one monitor, I have my TV. If I play games on like PS4 or Mega Drive or whatever, I don't usually stream that because I can't see the chat. Which is why usually whenever I stream, like if I stream old games, I do it on emulator. If I stream like PS4 games or whatever, you know, I don't usually do it because it has to take up the whole monitor and I can't see the chat. And obviously, if I can't see the chat, what's the fucking point of live streaming? I do live streaming to interact with people. It's not necessarily about playing the games. Yeah, no, Sophia, I do have to sort the vaping out. Before Charing Cross, definitely. I will. I do actually enjoy vaping now. But it's just, drinking and a cigarette goes hand in hand as far as I'm concerned. It really does. Like, if I'm drinking, yeah, it always ends up being cigarettes. That's just the way it is. Like, being sober, I can happily vape. I mean, it's not as good as smoking, but I can happily vape. Any advice on dating a trans girl? Same advice as dating anyone else, my man, you know. Quiz her for her interests and do things like respond to those interests. Like, not unsubtly, obviously, you know. Try and, you know, case the joint. You know, find out where her interests lay. And do things that respond to that shit. So you can do. It's the same as dating a, you know, anyone. Really. You don't have to make it a special shit about it. Oh, that's cool, Sophia. Am I left or right-handed? I have the hand of the devil. I'm left-handed. Oh, that's really cool on a retro tip. I wish I could say the same myself. Like, I know a lot of people who've gone to vaping and then haven't touched a cigarette since. I'm not like that, but I can get there. I'm pretty sure. Because, you know, I do need to stop smoking, because if I stop smoking, that means I can actually progress with, like, my transition. He'll use my advice against me? Well, it's generic advice. Like, that's generic dating advice. You know, that's what you should do when you're dating someone, you know. Do shit that responds to the person's interest. Same goes for the other person in the date. Hey, Mick, how you doing, my man? Hope you're good. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Shapey. Perhaps not talk about it anymore then. Smoking stops my transition? Yes, it does. Because if you smoke, then you're at greater risk of blood clots. And if you take hormones, you're also at greater risk of blood clots. And I'm also a kind of special case in that I've had a DVT in the past, like a few years ago, which also makes me at greater risk of blood clots. So basically, the reason why doctors wouldn't give me hormones if I'm smoking is because I'd be at a massive risk of blood clots. It's, you know, it's health reasons, basically. This is a pretty good listening board, Mick. I'm a good listening board anyway. That's what I do. Who the fuck knows what parallax is? Your cat wants dreamies bad. I know that feel. My cats love them dreamies. Who do I think has the biggest penis? Kim Jong-un or Donald Trump? Probably Trump. What's a DVT? Deep vein thrombosis. I had that a few years ago. And if you have one DVT, it kind of puts you at risk of another. Like I had DVT on my leg. I'm your second favourite YouTuber, Brock. That's cool. Sociable soccer out on the 12th. Any excitement? Yeah. I do want to play a bit of sociable soccer. I'm kind of hoping to get a key for it, so that I can get shit going and then do like a review, because I do want to play it. The gas meeting. Hi, Michael. Thank you. Your dog keeps sneaking up to the bed and stealing the chapstick. What should you do? Have a word. Have a word with the dog, you know, reasonably and distinctly. I'll see you, game show. Take care now. Yeah, I mean, Sophia, like, self-prescription is something that I would have done if it wasn't for the DVT. Like, because of shit I've had in the past, I don't want to take that risk. You got Super Meat Boy on Steam and couldn't play because wouldn't let me remap the keyboard. Super Meat Boy is one of those games you've got to play with a joypad. You have to. Keyboard is not good for that game. It really isn't. Like, if you've got an Xbox 360 pad or something, connect that shit. You kicked the dog's head in and bog-washed her. Well, okay. You do you. Oh, that's a nice touch. Ooh, it's a shot. Damn it. Yay, cleared. Happy days. So who of y'all in the chat is getting some FIFA 18 next week? I'm sure I'm not the only one. One of you must be getting FIFA 18. I mean, please, because I might be doing stuff connected with FIFA 18. Because I'm hopelessly addicted to shit like modern FIFA. Am I aware of Kane and Rince, the video game podcast, and their sister podcast, Sound of Play? I'm not actually Plump Poo. You have a good name. Always something healthy about a Plump Poo. FIFA 18 is almost coming at the right time for me in that I'm kind of feeling playing FIFA again. I kind of gave up on 17, but I don't know, I want to play FIFA again. And it does actually look good from like the streams that I've seen. It's like, oh, I want to play FIFA again, even though I know it's going to be probably a painful, frustrating experience that I will spend way too much money on. Buying fucking packs and shit, hoping for walkouts. I mean, how much money did I spend on FIFA 17? I don't know. Probably about 100, 150 quid in the end. Buying fucking packs. It's like, god damn it. Why am I doing this to myself? And it's not like spending all that money worked out for shit. It's like gambling. Basically fucking legal gambling. Like, hey, buy some FIFA points, get some packs. You might get a walkout. And you get a fucking 79 weighted shithole player. Hey. Played XCOM. I've played like the modern XCOM, yes. Evening, Retro and Lim. How you doing? What's better, the best football game or the best wrestling game? That's a really tough one. I would probably have to say best football game, because the best football game would be Sensible World of Soccer. I'd probably have to pick that over the best wrestling game, which would be Fire Pro. Which I might play in a minute, actually. I might actually play Fire Pro after this game. As in, Fire Pro Returns, that would be my favourite of all time. But yeah, I would have to go for Sensible World of Soccer on that one. Kill Fins, Shapy Fiend. Get those dreamies. I hope you've got another live stream coming, Retro and Lim. Because the Retro and Lim live streams are awesome. Like, they're the best thing. There was no Doink on WrestleMania 2000, but there was Steven Richards. Oh, good. Paperboy, Sophia. No, no. Sober stream, I don't know. I'm not at a stage where I could efficiently set up an emulator. Hell yeah, boy! Come on, we need another goal to equalise. We've done a good comeback here. I tell you what, on a retro tip, we just need everyone on one big fucking live stream. Just all the UK motherfuckers. Just all of us on one massive live stream. Ah, we lost. Hey ho. You could always be a hoe on No Mercy. Funny thing about the hoe is that it's the best wrestler in the whole game. I love that shit about the N64 No Mercy. Right. I think it's Fire Pro time. I haven't actually played Fire Pro in a while. Which means I've not really updated it much, but let's do it. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Where are Southend in the league now? We're not doing very well, Gary. Last result that I saw, we drew 2-2 with Northampton last week. Oh, where am I on the camera? Sort that shit out. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Maybe a bit more. Maybe a bit more. Right. Like, last result I saw, we drew 2-2 with Northampton at home. I do actually want to see a Southend game soon. But we've not been doing well. I'm not sure if we've even won in the league this season. Like, we've been losing a lot. Let's have Misawa. Misawa versus Nakamura. It's really annoying because, I mean, you know, Southend did quite well last season. In that we came so close to the playoffs. But, not a good start this season, unfortunately. We are literally south end of the table. Let me see, while this is playing, I'll have a look, actually. League One table. League One table. Southend are currently 17th in the league. We've won 1 game out of 8. Drawn 4, lost 3. So yeah, not great. So that's 7 points. Pretty damn lousy. I blame us sacking the groundsman. No. Oh god, Jesus, fuck off, man. Yeah, shame what happened to Misawa. That was very sad. Like, really so sad. I loved Misawa. One of my favourite ever wrestlers. '20th year anniversary of Goldberg today. Remember when Shinsuke had great matches? Yes. I mean, surely at No Mercy, Shinsuke has to beat Jinder fucking Mahal. Like, surely to God, they cannot keep Jinder fucking Mahal as champion anymore. Like, surely we can just get Shinsuke Nakamura as champion and then he can have good matches with loads of people. Just please, God. Please end the fucking Jinder Mahal reign. But I mean, I respect Jinder Mahal for getting up there from being a fucking jobber before, but it's got to end. I mean, Christ, did you all fucking see that fucking promo he was cutting? Oh, God. It's just the lamest shit. It's just so fucking lame. My God, shit has to be stopped. I mean, it's not even that Jinder Mahal's promo was racist, it was just fucking terrible. Surely, just end it, please. End the Jinder Mahal experiment, my God. Queen's Park Rangers are the European champions. Fucking hell. And Mr. Robert Roode, Matthew? Yeah, well, I mean, the press release is the press release. I mean, it's got to say that because it ain't going to give anything away. It doesn't necessarily mean that Jinder will be retaining. Fucking hope so, anyway. Is the Jap SNES Fire Pro playable without a language patch? Yeah, pretty much. Like, the menu options are pretty self-explanatory. Like, you might just need a little translation guide just to get them all, but yeah, it's definitely playable without one. Latest reports say Jinder has not increased subscriptions of the network in India. Well, I'm not surprised. So I heard Bobby Roode is going to be feuding with Dolph Ziggler soon, which is like, oh dear. I feel sorry for Bobby Roode about that, being paired with that cancer. I mean, Christ, Dolph Ziggler, they should just fucking release him as far as I'm concerned. Just deadest wrestler. Deadest wrestler in the whole federation. Don't understand the appeal of wrestling? Well, a lot of people don't. Wrestling is a thing you either love or hate. Like, there's no real in-the-middle opinion when it comes to wrestling. Either you love it like I do, or you just do not understand. Well, there's reviews for everything, isn't there, Shapey thing? Cigarette reviews? Yeah, that's definitely a thing that exists. A certain shop that has the Jap Fire Pro? Ooh, really? I didn't see it today, because I was in there today, if that's the shop you're talking about. I didn't see a Jap Fire Pro. For which platform? I had the Japanese PS2 Fire Pro. Fire Pro Returns. I modded my PS2 for that. Back in the day. That's cool, Grim. Yeah, that's true, Gary. It just won't happen these days. I mean, the top teams are just too good. Nice one, Gary. You want to play 21? I got 22. You want to play blackjack? I got 2 of those too. You want to play aces and eights, baby? I got too many of those too. Wow, Misawa kind of thrashed Nakamura there. I mean, Misawa is Misawa. Misawa gonna Misawa. So Misawa stays on, and we'll have him against... Let's have Tenryu. Tenryu! The rogue iPhone treadmill app that encourages users to run on a treadmill. I've not heard about that. That sounds weird. That encourages users to jump on a treadmill. Why the fuck would you jump on a treadmill? That could be painful. Ah, shit, Mick. I wish I'd known, because I'd have asked him. I'd have asked him, hey, you got that Fire Pro on the SNES? I want it. I've always smoked Marlboro Lights, Shapey Fiend. That's my cigarette brand of choice. What bar is Mitsuharu Misawa? Well, Mitsuharu Misawa is wearing white and green. I'd always say that he's an aero. He is an aero bar. The Keep Fit armchair from Dragon's Dead. Dragon's Dead is an appropriate way to describe the show these days. I don't remember that, though. It has apparently claimed 15 victims. God, people are so stupid. Jumping on a treadmill. That's something that the Jackass folk used to do. Thoughts on TNA Impact GFW now? I mean, Christ, what are they this week? I mean, I heard that they were dropping GFW and going back to Impact. That's last I heard. Just kind of sad retro on them. Like, they'd be alright if they could fucking keep an owner for, like, more than a month. It's just kind of sad. If I could live anywhere, where would I go? Pyongyang. Joking. If I could live anywhere, to be honest, I'm a pretty simple soul. I'd probably say London, if I had the money. If I had the money to live in London, I'd live in London. Because I like it here. I like it here in England. You nearly just put face wash on your toothbrush. Yep, that's definitely a sign that things are not good, Grim. No Uber taxis which on them? Yeah, I can deal with that. Fuck Uber. Fuck Uber taking away business from the old black cabs. Have I been to Tokyo? No, I haven't. What are my feelings on Brexit? My general feelings on Brexit now are, well, we've got it. I guess we have to make the best of it, or try to. What else can be done? I mean, it ain't gonna change. It's happening. However that plans out, I mean, I don't necessarily think that the motherfuckers in charge are gonna make the best of it, but then who the fuck would? I mean, it's such a extreme thing. Who the fuck would make good out of Brexit? I mean, would Jeremy Corbyn make the best out of Brexit? I don't even know. But, I mean, when that Brexit happened, like last year, I mean, I considered myself a Remainer. To be honest, I don't even know why I considered myself a Remainer. That's just, so I thought the best way to go would be. But that's kind of what the whole shit about the Brexit referendum was fought upon. It was fought upon very emotional issues. And again, like, it's one of those things where, like, kind of same with Donald Trump in America, I understand why Brexit won. I mean, Remain in Brexit, in the referendum, fought a terrible campaign. Like, the Remain campaign in Brexit wasn't about, like, these are all the good things that can happen if we stay with the European Union. It was all about, these are the terrible things that will happen if we leave the European Union. Whereas the Brexit campaign, although there was a lot of fucking bullshit there, obviously, fucking let's spend 350 million on the NHS, all that fucking Boris Johnson type shit, at least they were presenting progress in a sense. And that's why Brexit won. And that is why Donald Trump won in America. That's what I believe. In that the Hillary Clinton campaign, fucking Hillary Clinton, I mean, Christ, that's a whole other can of worms anyway. But the whole Hillary Clinton campaign is, oh my God, you don't want to elect Donald Trump. Whereas at least Donald Trump was saying that he was going to do things. And people respond to that. Like, my belief with political campaigns is that if you fight a political campaign based on like scare tactics in like these are all the horrible things that happen, people call bullshit. And yeah, I mean, Sophia, yeah, you say Jesuit's your mate. That's one of the reasons why I think in the last election, although he didn't win, obviously, Jeremy Corbyn did very well. A hell of a lot better than he was predicted to do when the election was called. I mean, when the election was called, it was basically predicted as a landslide for Theresa May. But then the Tory campaign was like, oh my god, you don't want to vote for Jeremy Corbyn. And again, people called bullshit. People were like, why shouldn't we vote for Jeremy Corbyn? Why shouldn't we vote for Brexit? Why shouldn't we vote for Donald Trump? And in all the cases, answer came there none. No one had a valid reason why you shouldn't vote for these people. Not really. Nothing that stood up to, proper discussion. I mean, that's what I feel anyway. I mean, I might be wrong about that, but that's how I feel about politics. Basically, Shapey themed, yeah. I mean, it was all about keep the status quo all right. But, people are not responding to that these days. And I mean, to be honest, when it comes to a decision between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, I mean, that's a fucking one deal, innit? I mean, Hillary Clinton is terrible. There's no doubt about that shit. Indeed, Anacrotech, it was the Tories to lose. I mean, one brilliant thing that Jeremy Corbyn did in the last election, like, I think the Tories really expected Jeremy Corbyn to construct his campaign on Brexit, which he didn't. He didn't really construct his campaign on Brexit at all. He kind of left that to the Lib Dems to do, which they did, and they didn't really gain anything from it. Because the general opinion on Brexit now, as far as I can see, is like, we've kind of got it, we have to live with it. Jeremy Corbyn didn't construct his campaign on Brexit. He constructed it more on, the things that Labour can do, like the more progressive things. And that's what really helped him in the election, and he really appealed to the young person's vote as well. And again, I mean, the Tories I thought, a terrible campaign in the last election. They had no ideas. I mean, politicians are politicians, what the fuck you gonna do, but it's interesting to follow how this shit all goes. What's my opinion on the KLF returning? I fucking love the KLF. I don't think they're returning to do any music though, are they? I think they're writing the book, aren't they? Something like that. What's this game? This game is Fire Pro Wrestling World. I mean, Bernie Sanders, if Bernie Sanders had won the primary, he might well be the president now. Because he was of a similar ilk. I mean, not in ideas, obviously, but his approach was of a similar ilk to Donald Trump's. Like, it would have been a fight against two people who were presenting, right, this is what we're going to do, instead of, this is all the horrible shit that's going to happen. Well, Retro on Limb, if you believe Christian numerologists, some Christian numerologists say that the rapture's happening tomorrow. Well, actually, today. Today, 12:30. So, today might be the day that the rapture happens. If you believe Christian numerologists. Which, if you have half a brain, you don't. So are they doing more beside the book? I mean, hey, if the rapture happens and if I end up getting left behind, which I probably will be, at least I'll be like #1 on YouTube, probably. Hey, 10 wins. I mean, I doubt it's happening because, I mean, it is September 23rd in several places now, so yeah, I think we're alright. So Tenryu stays on. Let's have Tenryu versus Okada. Wow, what's happened? One of the wrestlers is a fries peppermint cream. Brilliant. I think every year has had some date where the world's going to end, Sophia. There's always some date. I mean, obviously there was 2012 with like the Mayan calendar and all that, but there's always some date. Every year. I mean, people have to construct, you know, these dates for every year, otherwise who the fuck's going to listen to them anymore? Indeed, Rich One Lim. 12:30 British Standard Time. Ever been to the Isle of Wight? No, I haven't. Well, yeah, exactly, plump poo. And indeed, depending on who you ask, the world could end any time. And to be honest, whenever, if ever it does happen, and what can you do about it? What can you do? Nothing. At least you'll be with everyone on the next step of this great journey called life. Whatever, it don't matter. Anyway, depressing subject. Ah, well, thanks, Sophia. Do you think we'll ever see a manned mission to Mars in our lifetime? It depends on how much money people want to put in the space program, I guess. Probably. I'd say so, yeah. Can I review more UK 90s culture TV shows? Yeah, I'd like to do that shit at some point, actually. Like, there's certainly some shows that I feel are underrated that I would like to have a look at, stuff like In Bed With Me Dinner and that sort of thing. Or The Career of Jerry Sadowitz. That'd be a good one. Exactly, Shapey Fiend. It's throwing darts at a wall, basically. Yeah, I'd agree with that, Sophia. I mean, Vince Cable becoming PM is, yeah, very, very unlikely. Thank you, Ross. You've seen Jerry Sadowitz live, Jesus Juice? So have I. I saw him a few years ago at Leicester Square. He was incredible. Utterly hilarious. He is indeed, Sophia. Apparently Bob Mills has actually seen my video on Gamers World. I'm not sure what he thinks about it. I know he's been linked to it anyway. I don't know if he's actually seen it. I mean, Bob Mills is not someone who I don't think is particularly concerned with the internet, but guys, as George Carlin once said, the late great George Carlin, the planet is fine, the people are fucked. Let's end that. Yeah, I do want to go to Arcade Club when I go to Manchester. Has Dominic Diamond seen any of my vids? Yes, he has. Dominic Diamond saw the Games Master vid and he liked it. He actually shared it on Twitter. He said it contained top swears. So yeah, Dominic Diamond really liked the Games Master vid, which I was very happy about. One in and one out on the Saturday. Man. How comes I've never mentioned Charlie Brooker regards to games on TV? I think I've mentioned him a couple of times. I don't know, it's just never really come up. Is this going to end in a count out? It is. Count out. Double count out. I don't know why I've never really mentioned Charlie Brooker. I'm very influenced by him, at least his old like screen wipe stuff. But I've never really mentioned him too much. I mean, I love the guy, and I'm so happy with how he's doing now. So they both lost in that match, really. Let's see, Kenny Omega. Best Monty Python cast member? Phew, that's a tough one. Best Monty Python cast member. That's really tough. I'd probably have to go for Graham Chapman at this moment in time. Charlie Brooker's involvement in games kind of faded out for the most part since Game Zone. Yeah, true. Although he did do that Games Wipe once upon a time. But it's not like he's ashamed about his games playing past. Yeah, video games that changed the world. That was a decent show. I haven't seen Dara O'Brien Goes 8-bit. Has anyone ever found Black and White the first game available to play? It's easily available if you search for it on like Google. Easily. And it plays fine on like Windows 8, which I've got. I don't know about Windows 10. So, you know, I imagine just getting a disc copy would be fine for that one. I mean, all the Python members were good. I mean, I'd probably say that Eric Idle was my least favourite, but it's like least best. Just because I think all the others are so great. Fucking hell it is, isn't it, Brian? Where is the time going, indeed? Does anyone watch Mock of the Week? I mean, I don't personally. Shows like that don't really appeal to me these days. I had my fill of that with Have I Got News For You when it was good. I'm sure he'd do a right plump. Then again, they both just seem fine with just calling each other insults on fucking news, so... Is that Jinx Esports channel still going? I know the TV channel is still going. I don't know about the esports one. All the modern satire shows these days just seem shit to me. I mean, Have I Got News For You these days is probably the worst. It's just terrible nowadays. Just awful. Has been for years. I'm good, Panini Football. Yeah, it certainly does suck, Shapey Fiend. I miss X League. Bring back X League, that's what I say. Esports being in the Olympics, I don't know. Maybe if they hosted the Olympics in Seoul again, they'd do that. Could have StarCraft as an event. I don't know about any other way. Oh yeah, William G. Stewart did die. I actually found out today that the legendary Sir Teddy Taylor died recently. I found that out today. I saw it on a Echo banner. The legendary Sir Teddy Taylor, former MP for Southend East. Obviously Conservative MP, because it's a very conservative area around here. Famous for appearing on Have I Got News For You once and taking everything very seriously, but at one point proclaiming that he was a massive fan of Bob Marley. Yeah, I know who Scarlett is, Sophia. Sir Teddy Taylor, MP for Southend East, proclaimed he was a massive fan of Bob Marley, and because of that was invited to host the UK Reggae Awards that year. I mean, this was in about 1994. No, I'm not going to do an all-nighter, Plump Poo. I'm probably going to be going soon. It's about that time. I'm a bit tired. And that's funny line secret. This mysterious game called Retro Games. I'm glad that Scarlet in StarCraft is doing his. I'm glad that Scarlet in StarCraft is doing her thing. I mean, my favourite esports trans gamer is Ricky Ortiz. I love following her on Twitter. Because she's another one who just loves life. Sorry about that, by the way. Bit pissed. What did I score from the shop? Today I scored music and In Cold Blood, and also a disc-only Star Ocean PS2 game. Very nice. Paid a £5. That's cool, Sophia. Go for it. Ever smoked cannabis? Yeah. Yeah, I smoked cannabis a few times. Thoughts on Katie Hopkins? Troll. Not much else to say. Which Rocky should you fall asleep to? Rocky 4. That's my favourite one anyway. Do I always play project teams of Ultimate Team like my Old Men one? Not usually. I kind of did that because I was sick of trying to do Ultimate Team the normal way. I mean, when I get FIFA 18, I'm probably going to try to do FIFA 18 like pack only. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, I'll probably end up spending some money on packs. We'll see next week when that shit comes out. Well, I think I'm going to have another fag and then I'm probably going to go. So get your questions in if you have them. Did the UK ever have any shows like Nick Arcade where the kids would play a green screen video game? I don't know about green screen video game. I mean, obviously we had shows like Games Master and Games World, which were full of challenges, which consisted of 2 people playing a game. I have no opinion on Sonic Forces. I've not played it. I don't tend to follow modern Sonic that much except for Sonic Mania, which is really good. Currently playing a League of Ireland squad and can't get out of Division 6/7. God damn. I was really bad at FIFA 17. I didn't ever get to Division 6. I stopped playing FIFA 17 because I was doing really well in Division 8 one time. Like I won like the first 4 games and I had 6 games left and I just had 1 point to get like to not get relegated, and I didn't just lose the last 6 games. I got crushed in the last 6 games. Like every time I seemed to just lose like 4-0, 5-0. And it was so painful, so frustrating, so controller throwing. The awful experience that was the last time I touched that game. I was just like, what? I'm fucking done with FIFA 17. Because it was like everything was going so well. I thought, oh, I finally got the game. I finally got how to play it. And then those 6 games happened where I just lost and lost and lost. And ended up getting relegated to fucking Division 9. Needing 1 point after 4 games to not be relegated. It was a horrible experience. FIFA is pain. What's up with the YouTube rant on Twitter? Which one do you mean? What? Do you mean about the vlog? I fixed that problem. I just uploaded it again. Getting the next WWE, yes or no? No. Fuck that. I've got Fire Pro World now. I don't need anything else. Favourite Finnish game? I don't know. I don't really know any Finnish games. Is Tommy Mackin and Rally a Finnish game? That used to be good back in the day. I doubt it is. Have I got any more documentaries upcoming? Yes, I do. I have one gaming and one wrestling documentary coming up. Next gaming documentary I'm going to do is on the Bitmap Brothers. Which should be good. I mean, I'm hoping that will be out in like 2 weeks' time, something like that. I'm writing it now. I also have another wrestling video coming up, which is about the collision in Korea. The Beverly Brothers or Legion of Doom? That's not even a contest. Legion of Doom. The Beverly Brothers were shit. Give me the Steiner Brothers any day. Please recommend me a sandwich. It has to be quick and quiet. I don't know, fucking cheese and red onion. Cheese and red onion relish, that'll do, yeah. That's a quick and easy sandwich. And quiet too. Don't have to cook anything or whatever. But yeah, I'm kind of setting up a nice little 34-minute video on the bitmaps, hopefully. That should be a good one. Because, I mean, as much as I'm interested in doing wrestling videos, like, recently, don't want to miss where I've come from. Don't want to not give you the gaming content. Because that's, you know, my home. What are my thoughts on M. Dickey and his games? Pretty shit. Funny cunt, though. You still think YouTube is going to burst like the dot-com bubble? There'll always be a market for streaming video. And where else are you going to get it? I mean, Facebook, I suppose, eventually. Who knows? Is Xenon 2 really any good? No. Did I ever get into other PS1 RPGs apart from the Final Fantasy series? No, I didn't. To be honest, at the time, I only really got into Final Fantasy VII. I mean, I played through Final Fantasy VIII for the first time when I did my video on it, which took a fair bit of research. How long does my average video take to make? Oh, that depends. At least 30 hours per week? Really does depend on the type of video. I mean, something like the one I released this week, the arcade football one, that was kind of done. I mean, that's not really what I consider one of my best ones. I mean, I kind of did that in like a day or two, if like 2 at most. Something like a documentary, like even like a 34-minute one, takes about a week, usually. I mean, I tend to work fast. I mean, the thing that makes the most is the capture. The capture is always the biggest thing, plus the writing. When it comes to the editing, I usually edit pretty quick. It's just getting all the stuff to edit. Has PewDiePie killed YouTube and spoiled it for the rest of the content makers? I don't know, it didn't seem like people really made that much of the whole PewDiePie controversy. Really? Not this time. I mean, like, mainstream media didn't seem to pick up on it as much. I mean, obviously you had that fucking Campo Santo shit, like saying, oh yeah, we'll fucking do DMCA abuse. Which is just, I mean, I wish PewDiePie had challenged them on that, because they had no fucking case whatsoever. I really do. I mean, I don't think he was racist, I just think he was an idiot. I don't know, we'll see what happens. I mean, at the moment, things seem to be doing fine, like, better than they were. But we shall see all the shit that happens. I mean, I do have plenty of documentaries lined up. I'm kind of getting back to getting ideas again. So, all should be good. As we get to the end of the year, the money months, as we get towards the Christmas times. Gotta make lots of videos then, gotta make the money. Anyway, folks, I think it's about time for me to end this stream and have a nice little snooze, because I've got lots of editing to do tomorrow. And that's what I'm gonna do for my day. Kim should pivot into memes and or emojis. Maybe I should just pivot into doing vlogs and just eating and shit. More Death Chase 3D is needed though. Maybe next stream. Well, okay folks, I'm off. I'll see you all later. Stay pink, soft and oily. And wherever you are, whoever you be, have a good one. Take care and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.